Thank you very much for returning to your seats as we prepare to say good night. I'd like to share with you a bit about opportunities for service. Please take down the following website address. If you are not interested later, you can erase it, but it will save me time later. Take down this address, The Group of 1,000. The Group of 1,000. And 1,000 is written out numerically. The Group of 1000.com. I'm looking for 1,000 people around the world who are willing to give 1% of their financial resources each month, of their time each month, and of their spiritual energy, if you please, and we have ways to do that, each month, 1%, toward a tripart global outreach that we believe in the Group of 1,000 can change the world. That outreach includes, in brief, the School of the New Spirituality. The School of the New Spirituality is a creation that seeks to put classrooms in cities, towns, and villages, and homeschooling kits in cities, towns, and villages around the world that would share the messages of the new spirituality with all those who may be touched by that emerging message. We believe that education is the way to change the world. We're very clear about one thing. Those who put terror into the world did not walk up to 19, 20, and 22-year-old young people and say to them, "Say, I have an idea. I know that you agree with me politically. So how about if you take this backpack, throw it over your shoulder, go to the train station in Barcelona in a couple of weeks, and blow yourself to smithereens." That's not how you recruit people to become suicidal bombers, to use their bodies as bombs. You can't walk up to the average 22-year-old or the average 19-year-old and ask that, because 99 out of 100 will look at you and say, "What? I'm sorry? Yes, I do agree with you politically, but you want me to do what? You want me to end my life here?" However, if you have that young person's mind from the time he is 8, by the time he is 22, he'll be standing in line, asking you for the backpack. And the people who have created terror in the world as a means of world change understood that 15 years ago. That's why 15 years ago they created schools all over the Middle East called madrasas, in which young people were taught a point of view about the world that has nothing to do with actual reality, but that has imbued them with a sense of both hatred for certain cultures and people and an idea of what Allah prefers and wants and requests, that taken together create the possibility of a 19-year-old young man or woman strapping explosives to a body and going to London to kill themselves and whoever else they can take out with them. Now, the same thing can happen in the next 10 or 15 years if we were to put schools and learning environments and enrichment programs and homeschooling kits in cities, towns, and villages around the world. We too could, in 10 or 12 years, which is a very short period of time, as we all know, in our lives, produce a whole team of 19 and 20 and 22-year-olds with a different idea about how to create our future reality. That's what the school of the new spirituality is about. It has already started. They're putting curriculum together now. We already have 4 schools in operation. They're not actual 9-to-5 schools. These are after-school learning enrichment programs that don't seek to replace schools, but to supplement them with the kinds of ideas that most of us would like to find a way to teach our children and grandchildren, but such an infrastructure does not exist on a widespread global basis. That's the first level of the 3-part outreach that we have created.